So 1 d would mean the new unit of force. Okay, 1 d would mean the new unit of force in this system. So we have to find this is what one new unit of force is. Read the question, try to understand. What do we have to find? The new unit of force is equal to how many? Is equal to how many Newton? That's the question. Did you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Sure. Yes. So these are typical unit conversion questions. Let's write x like I taught you. Okay or not okay?
Yes.
Let's start. So what do we have? X is equal to 1d upon n. Alright, x equal to 1d upon n. Now, this is a unit of force. You see, how do you make a unit of force? This is where dimensional formula does help. Okay, this is where dimensional formula does help. It says following. Dimensional formula of force is m raised to 1, l raised to 1, e raised to minus 2. That is mass raised to 1, length raised to 1 and time raised to minus 2. So if we convert everything to SI, is this SI centimeter? Is it SI? No. What is the SI unit of distance or length? Meter. So how many meter? 0.1. Clear or not clear? Or 10 raised to minus 1 meter, whichever you want to write. 10 raised to minus 1 meter. Now gram. Is gram SI unit of mass? So how many kg? How many kg? 10 grams is how many kg? 0.01. Yes, 0.01 kg. Clear? Is this SI unit?
Yes.
Okay. So now, what this means is that we need to convert mass and length only. Oh, sorry, time also. All this. Let's start. So 1d would be written as m raised to 1. So what's the conversion factor for mass? It is 0.01. Does that make sense? Why 0.01? Because here new unit of mass is 0.01 kg. So m raised to 1 means 0.01 raised to 1. Did you get that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now length. Length raised to 1. Okay, length 0.1 and then to the power 1. Okay, what's remaining now? Time. Time and raised to. So you see, you can do it like this also, everything is done. But it's much easier to do everything in form of power. Instead of writing it like this, suppose you write this as 10 raised to minus 2 raised to 1, 10 raised to minus 1 raised to 1, like I've written over there. And this is 10 raised to minus 1 raised to minus 2. Clear? Okay. Now first one, 10 raised to minus 2 into 1, minus 2. Into 10 raised to minus 1 into 1, minus 1. And then 10 raised to minus 1 into minus 2. Plus 2. Clear or not?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
All the three are clear?
Yes.
Example. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? तो क्या जो है तो हम question what is? Okay, so this is equal to how much? 10 raised to minus 1. 10 raised to minus 1 means how much? 0.0. Clear? Remember that these names are just for our understanding because units have a name. Okay, that's why I've given some names. You can give any names. ABCD also works. Alright? That's not important. What's important is on this side. As an additional question, see if you can solve this. If I tell you that new unit for length, mass and time are defined as follows. Let's say 0.1 meter, okay, 100 gram, and 10 seconds. Suppose new units of length, mass and time are defined as follows. Okay, then you have to tell me, you have to tell me 1 joule. No, first. You have to tell me new unit of energy in this system. Unit of energy in this system will be how many joule? Is how many? Okay. And similarly, same thing, new unit of pressure, new unit of pressure in this system, same thing, is how many Pascal. Okay, Pascal is the unit of pressure. Alright, both of these can be done by dimensional formula, like I did it here. See, why did we put these numbers specifically? By converting it to meter, kg and second, we use these relations, m raised to 1. So mass conversion, this one, raised to 1. Then length conversion, 0.1, raised to 1. Time conversion, 0.1, raised to minus 2. That's how you do it. Come on, try the first one. Hurry up, come on, everybody. Do you remember dimensional formula of energy? Yes or no?
Yes.
How much is it? What's it? Raise your hand if you know it. No punishment. Now if you get wrong, don't worry. Not right now. How many of you know dimensional formula of energy? Okay, very good. Many of you do know this. Right. Okay. Yeah, you on second bench at the center. M raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2. Name? Okay, so we have to use that here. M raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2. So again, you can name that unit whatever. Let's call it A. So 1A is how many joules? That's what you have to find. So you call it X, and then you just convert using this factor. Remember to use SI unit because joule is the SI unit. Is meter SI unit of length? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is gram SI unit of mass? Yes or no? No? Then we have to convert to kg. How much is kg? 0.1 kg or 10 raised to minus 1 kg. Similarly, this is also 10 raised to minus 1 meter. And second, yes, SI unit of time. Which one? Finish. Then raised to minus 6. Frankly, I don't know the answer. We'll have to do it, right? No. I'm not getting 10 raised to minus 6. 10 raised to minus 5. Yeah. Okay, let's see how we get that. Again, m raised to 1, l raised to 2, t raised to minus 2. So mass conversion raised to 1. Mass conversion is 10 raised to minus 1. Clear? Length conversion is again 10 raised to minus 1. Raised to 2. And then time conversion 10 raised to minus 2. Clear? Okay, step is clear or not?
Yes.
Right? Then let's be careful not make calculation mistake. 10 raised to minus 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 10 raised to minus 2. So finally 10 raised to 1, 2, 2, 5. Okay, 10 raised to minus 5. Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? So that's how you do it. And this is your homework pen. Okay, make sure you do it on your own. For pressure. Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's go to the next one. This was number 7, right? No, 8. We did 8. 9. That's for you to do. Parallactic second means parsec. Value of parsec is, you already know that, right? Okay, let's go to 10. Okay, let's go to 10. Acceleration of a car is, well, there's a little mistake here. 10 mile per hour square. It is not supposed to be HS. There's a typing mistake over there. It should be H square. 10 mile per H square. Okay. We have to convert it to how much? T per second square. Okay. This H stands for hour. Is that okay? Right? Mile, you know what's a mile, right? 1 mile is how many kilometer? 1.6. Okay. 1 mile is 1.6 kilometer per second. See, we have to get to foot from mile. Is that okay? We have to get to foot. Okay. You know, that reminds me of something very strange about physics. In physics, we never use plural form of units. For example, if you want to say that length of this duster is 10 centimeter, then you never say length of the duster is 10 centimeters. That's wrong. Very strange, but that's how it works. We always say that the length is 10 centimeters. Just like that, in common language, we use foot and feet. For plural, we say feet. Nobody says height is 5 foot 7 inches. It is, we always say 5 feet and 7 inches. Actually, that's wrong. It should be 5 foot 7 inch. You get what I'm saying? Do not ever use plural in physics. But it's okay. It's not like you are going to lose marks or anything. I'm just telling you a rule that we have. Never mind. Coming back to this. So 10 mile per hour square is how many foot per second square? We have to convert. You can call this x. Okay, you can call this x and we can do stepwise conversion. But do you know 1 meter is how many foot? Anyone? 1 meter how many foot? 1 meter is 5,280 foot. Yeah? Pretty sure? 1 meter is 10 foot. Sure? Wait, no. 1 meter is 10 foot. No. It's very close to 3.3. Okay, 1 meter is very close to 3.3. Alright? Okay. It's actually somewhere between 3.25 and 3.3. Okay, but it's fine. This will do here. Well, so this is 1 meter in foot, 1 mile in kilometer. You have to convert. So find x. What will be x if you do it that way? Can you write it on the other side? 10 mile per hour square. And then this second square is in denominator. On that side it will be in the numerator. So into second square upon foot. Clear or not? All this is clear to you? Let's start. So 10 mile. 1 mile is how many kilometer? 1.6. But we will jump from kilometer to meter directly. Did you understand this? Y into 10 raised to 3. Kilometer. Kilo means 10 raised to 6. Okay. Meter and then second square. Upward. 1 hour is how many seconds? 0, 0. Okay. So we can actually write it as 3.6 into 10 raised to 3. Got it or not? Why am I squaring it? X squared. Okay, so if I do it that way, then I'll get this is S squared and this foot is still there. Right? So second square will get cancelled. But still, we have to convert meter to foot. I hope you realize that. Yes or no? Sure. Okay, so now 10 into 1.6 into 10 raised to 3. 1 meter is how many foot? So put that values. So 3.3 foot. So now foot gets cancelled. Do you know 3.6 square? Do you know 3.6 square? Find it if you don't know. Okay, whatever we don't know, we find it. Simple rules that we have. .96. That's right. 12.96. Multiplication तो तुम्हें फटाफट दो बता. 12.96 into 10 raised to 10 big one. 10 raised to 3 or 6? 6. Very good. Okay, so foot cancel. Now you have to divide this. Okay, this is something that you should do at your home. What is the method? 1 minus 2 directly. Can they do 1 minus 2 quick directly? You search on the internet. Sit down. It is again. Let me make it very clear. The more you use the internet for your studies, the less you are going to learn. Okay, now book ma goi to book ma apelu છે. Let me tell you, all this is given in your textbook. You just have to find it. Okay, इस बार थोड़ी book वांच लीजिए. You see, internet makes you very dependent. Often, not just sometimes, often. Right? So again, it is my sincerest advice, recommendation to everyone: stay off the internet if you want to learn any subject. Right? Okay. So we have to multiply and divide this. Okay, so that I'm leaving for you. I don't think I need to teach you that. Alright? So whenever you do it, you mark the correct option. If you don't get anything, tell me. Then we'll do if required. Answer will be correct in what? I don't know the answer. What should I see? Is it your own method?
Yes, sir.
How is it your own method?
That may not, sir. Only one my only I think from this. One my is
હા એવું તો બધા કઈ નાખા સોલ્યુશન છાપી નાખતા હોય બરોબર ને Can you convert it? Yeah, fine. Then did you square it?
yes, yes. Again, 1 hour.
Did you square it? I'm asking you, did you square 3600? Then it's wrong because we have our square. No, wrong. Like I said, if you didn't square it, it will be wrong. Because you have to square it. There is a square. Anyways, one will think about it. Before I told you that there is a correction here, did you make a correction? From a wrong question, how do you expect to get the right answer? That would be called beyond magic, don't you think? Okay. Yes or no? Do you agree with me? હવે સમજી ગયો ક્યારનો સીધી રીતે સમજાવતો તો નતો ઓકે બરોબર ને now 11 a dimensionless quantity. See, what do you mean of dimensionless quantity? Does not have dimension, right? Okay. So we have to see which one is right. Never has a unit, always has a unit, may have a unit, or such quantity does not exist. May have a unit, or never has a unit, or always has a unit. How are you deciding this? A, B, C, D, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, like that. Then, how are you deciding it? Do you have logic? Do you have arguments to present? Come on, who says A? Run raise no पूछी why, how did you get that, can you give example, please explain, I don't agree with you, etc. etc. चलो, who says A? Option A is never has a unit. બરાબર હાથ ઉપર રાખો. હમણાં જો તમારો વાર. Okay, that does not mean you are right or wrong. હું તો સાચું બોલવાવાળાને એટલા ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછું ને ખોટાવાળાને. Okay, fine. Put your hands up. Millie, what's your reason for choosing A?
Dimension and number.
Eh? What did you say?
Dimensions and numberless.
Dimensions are numberless. Or numbers are dimensionless. Numbers are dimensionless. Okay, are only numbers dimensionless or something else can also be dimensionless? Are only numbers dimensionless or something else may also be dimensionless?
Numbers only.
Numbers are the only thing that is dimensionless. Nothing else is dimensionless. Okay, let's go to others who are saying, don't worry. I have not said your answer is right or wrong. Okay, that still is a suspect. Others who are saying A, come on. Don't be scared of my question. Okay, yes, Dia. What's your answer? A, right?
Sir, because any units are no, they are zero, right? So they are no dimension.
Okay, so you are saying that if something has no dimensions, then it will not have units. Okay, so give an example.
For example, sin theta doesn't have any dimensions.
Okay.
Mass, length, times. all
Nothing
of-
is there. Okay, so you are saying sin theta is dimensionless and it also doesn't have a unit. Okay, right. Others? Those who are saying A, come on, where are you? What's your name? Priyal, right? Yeah.
Same reason as
Same reason.
Yes, and angle and the numbers are dimensional.
Angles and numbers are dimensionless. Okay, very good. दिमाग की बत्ती जली by hearing what she said. What did she say? Can you repeat that sentence?
Angles and the numbers
Angles and numbers are dimensionless. Okay, light થઈ કે ન થઈ તમને લોકો?
Dimensional rules for the
Okay, very good. So what's your answer then?
same as well.
Same method. Light થઈ કાઈ નથી.
And there is a logarithms, trigonometric ratios.
Okay. Logarithm, trigonometric ratios, angles, and all these are dimensionless. Very good. So you are saying that dimensionless quantities don't have unit. Okay. Very good. Sit down. Now B. B team. B team. કે હવે ભૂખ લાગી એટલે હવે બધું બંધ. C team. ક્યાં જતા રહ્યા? C. What's the answer?
May has a
Two.
dimensionless
May have units. Okay. Three. How?
The angles are dimensionless, but we can be means radian, degree, they have unit.
Very good. Sit down. Well done. The correct answer is C, not A. Not A. For exactly the reason he said. Think of angle. એટલે જ તો પ્રિયલે કીધું ને કે angles and numbers are dimensionless. એટલે હું તમને પૂછતો હતો કે લાઈટ થઈ કે ન થઈ. Angles. Are angles dimensionless? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Do angles have unit? Yes or no?
Yes.
So, does a dimensional quantity never have a unit? That's wrong. Sometimes it has a unit. In which case does it have a unit? If it's angle. If it's angle, it has a unit. Is that clear or not clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, but always has a unit is also wrong. For example, what Millie said, numbers. Numbers are dimensionless and also they don't have units. So some dimensionless quantities, they have units, and some dimensionless quantities, they don't have units. So which is the correct option?
C.
Understood? Okay or not okay? Fine. Let's stop.